Loud. Okay, everybody, welcome to the Team Onward first February. What happened to January? That's all I got to say about that. But we are in February. This is the first Monday. We are going to talk about ways to build your business, ways to build your confidence, ways to talk about products, but we're also going to talk about today what we learned at the kickoff that we just had. Now, some of you are already there, and we're not going to go over everything. We're just going to do a refresher. Some things that I think that you need to know are coming, which is great. Believe me, and if this is what's coming for the next 8 or 10 campaigns, I can't imagine what they have for us for the next 12 or 13. So they are definitely, they've been pushing stuff out for 18 months to say what's going to work. And then they look at what's been working, they're looking at what customers are buying, and they're saying, obviously, we don't need 15 toothpaste, but they did need to know which toothpaste were the best sellers. So then when they finally fasten down the brochures of what they know works, they want to know they have the top 2 or 3 that are there. The same thing is for body scrubs and, makeups and things like that. I will tell you that LG is most definitely the company who is not going to listen to anybody who tells them how to get this right. And they made a huge point. When people from corporate try to tell them what they need to do with us, LG very honestly comes back and says, well, this is how we look at it. If you were getting it right before, you wouldn't have been for sale. You are for sale. We bought you. We want to see what happens. And then if something needs to be corrected, we are going to correct it. And I love that about them, because if something's going to be a mediocre or a fail, I don't like to see that, but I do believe that once they learn what's working for us, they are going to put into place what does. The perfect example I've been using is, remember, they took the what's new, the away from us, the written what's new, which we all loved. I think we all had like withdrawals on that. At least I know I did. We tried and tried and tried, and we kept trying to learn how to get through all this digital stuff. But they saw that it was not working well for the representative, but they really needed this in their research. They needed to see it. They saw that for 6 campaigns, and now what happens? We just got the what's new back, which I was very pleased with that, because in my opinion, there is still nothing like the brochure or the what's new that you can just sit there, whether you're feeling good, whether you're feeling bad, and you just want to really soak in what's coming, because you don't always want to be looking at that phone. And let's be clear, it wasn't very easy looking at it that way either. We all struggled with it for sure. Let's see here, who has just joined us? Donna Evans has joined us. Welcome, Donna.
I don't know how to use this.
That's okay, Donna. You know how you learn? You just keep showing up, girlfriend. You just keep showing up. So what I'll do, Donna, is I end up putting you on mute now, but at any time you need to ask a question or the chat is available, you feel free to unmute yourself, or you can type in the chat and we will answer any question you have, my friend.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Okay. So I need those of you who've been in for a while who think they don't know what they're doing. I'm just going to disagree with you, but we can all agree to disagree. It's okay. I know this. I know that at this point right here, right now, as of me just looking at it right now, our team has been sitting between 18 and 19,000 by this day every campaign. Our team right now is at 31,800. I can't tell you the last time that we as a team, we as a tribe, and I gotta share something else with you. This may not mean anything to a lot of you, but for some of you who are leaders and all, you will get this. The average order for us for a very long time has been struggling. So average order for us has been anywhere from like 116 to 125, which means that the average representative was putting in an order about 115, 125. Yes, we have our heavy batters who like bat out 500, $1,000 orders, but the average order right now as a whole is $168, and we're not done. We have until the end of the day tomorrow. My first generation, the average order is $210 right now, which most of those people have been with me a very long time. Second generation, average order is 160. And the third generation right now is at 111. That 111 for my third generation has been running about $86. I don't know about y'all, but all I got to do is look at the just the numbers to say what's going on. And look, I looked at the things that as a leader I have to look at. Okay, who came in here? Did I have 4 of my top hitters come in and put in these outlandish orders like they can do and I love them for doing that. But is that what happened? That is not what happened. All my orders are on point with all representatives. And I just think that something big is happening out there, and my gut is normally not wrong. And yeah, Diana, I hear you, friend. I hear you. I don't know if it's Hawaii. I don't know what it is, but for me, it's just, I find people are paying attention. I find even customers who follow me on social media, I can tell they're paying attention. I can put up a post about the body scrub, about rice water, about the rice, about the noodles. And what's happening is, because I'm talking about it and how I'm using it in life, and what's happening is they want to know what all this hype is, because see, Molly doesn't talk about it one time. Molly keeps talking about it. Molly keeps talking about, I'm noticing this, I'm noticing that, this is great, have you used this? If you're not, what's wrong with you? It is that kind of a thing. And I find, and then of course, sending people samples and being very engaged with my customers again. And I always felt like I treated them well, but I have been re-engaging with customers who haven't bought from me in months, who I haven't sent brochures to because I didn't know what happened. They weren't buying from me. And so I contacted them. I didn't just want to send them a brochure. I said, hey, I want to make sure first that you don't have another representative, and that can happen. But are you interested in seeing how our company's products have changed? I don't talk about being bought out. I don't talk about any of that. I just talk about how we have made a change, and that now we have got different things for them to look at that we never had before. Thinking specifically about home essentials and things like that. And that a lot of their shopping could be done directly with me, which is great. But also, if their order's over $60, it's going to be free. So I'm really, really, really excited about that. Let me see here. We just had,
Molly, y'all,
yes.
y'all might not can hear me, but I was just going to say, when you were talking about that, my customers have really loved sharing about the new products, the samples, the talking about the collagen, the talking about the CBD, the talking about these new products, the belief. These products, they're not used to them. So talking about them, educating, sharing experiences, is sharing samples. They come back and they told me, one of them even said just yesterday, oh, my neck, just from using that new, that little dropper, the green, what is it, Goddess? I just love that. My neck, I can't tell you the difference that it made. I tell people all the time, take a before and after. They don't listen to me because they don't believe that that's going to make a difference.
Absolutely.
But do that before, then they would see that difference to be able to share it more. But she said, I could be a spokesperson for you after one use. And that is what, if we can get it to them listening, and we can share and educate, and then we can get them to get the product in their hand, whether by buying it or whether by samples, they're so.
I agree. Brenda made a lot of great points then, not just about getting them to listen, but 18 months ago, we could gripe. We didn't have any samples, right? I felt like, oh no, what are they doing? Are they taking them all away? And what they were doing is they were redoing all the samples, but they just didn't really know what they were going to do. And this has been huge for me, especially when I send you guys packages now, and I am investing in them to get them to you guys, whether they be for drawings or whatever. But we have a full page now in the back of the what's new, and where we only had 5 or 6 samples at one time on there because that's all we had left. They are trying to bring as many samples as they can. But I want to say a key here, as Brenda, the one thing she said was there was communication. Brenda doesn't just give samples and then not check back to see what people think about them. Because what if they didn't like it? What if they had a reaction? She needs to know so that she can figure out what she needs. So I love the fact that we're talking about giving the samples out, but then we need to have that open relationship, that open conversation to say, I need feedback. Ask them to help you. I need feedback from my customers so that I can then share that with other people. In things like pictures, if you can get somebody to take a before and after picture, it's huge. It's huge if you can get them. And sometimes the way to get them to help you is to say, you will help me. I'm really trying to build my business, and I need somebody else besides me talking about it. So thank you for that, Brenda. That is huge. And Patricia, I don't know if you heard me, but welcome to our Zoom, my friend. So good of you to join us. This crazy world of Team Onward here, but you're going to learn to love all these ladies who are here because and a few good men. I'm sorry, we have a few good men. We'll have a lot of them, but we got a few good men, and I love them because they show up, and that's what's great. So I'm just going to start naming off some things they're saying that they're going to do for us this year. Let's talk about this. First of all, the trip for 2022, Destination Avon, is going to be in Big Island, Hawaii. Big Island, Hawaii. And what's really crazy about that is I've earned 2 trips to Hawaii with Avon. My second trip with Avon was to Honolulu, Hawaii. And then I earned Maui, Hawaii. Very first trip was an Alaskan cruise. We've been to the Dominican Republic. We've been to Puerto Rico. But Hawaii, can I just tell you, I think if it wasn't for Avon that I would have ever visited Hawaii, not because I didn't want to, but I don't know. It was just never on my list, probably because I thought I could never afford it. But you don't have to afford it with Avon, because when you earn one of these trips, it is all expense paid. They pay for your trip there. They pay for your trip back. They pay for your hotel rooms. They're paying for your food when you're there. You're getting your meals, and they celebrate you like it is no, but by the time you get back from one of them trips, your family can't stand to live with you because Avon just treated you like a queen or a king. And what happens is you don't know why your family ain't treating you that way. And you're like, hold on, don't you know who I am? They just showed me I was a queen, no matter where they have it. And this trip is very doable. A lot of these big trips used to just be for the top sellers and the top leaders of the company. And look, I'm all about trips like that, but I've always been after them to do trips where the average representative can kick butt and take names and can earn these trips themselves with a plan and consistency. All the FAQs as far as questions and all the ways to get there are all on Avon. They actually have their own little thing that you can click on that will tell you about the trip. It's March of 2022 that the trip is happening, but you have the rest of the time now, it started in campaign 2 until campaign 26 to make this happen. And they are giving you what you have to do, what you have to have in sales. And then when you break that down, what is it that you need a campaign in order to make this trip happen? Now, this is what's crazy. A lot of people go after trips like this. And when I say a lot of people, you'll figure out most of the time I'm talking about this girl right here, because I've been doing this almost 17 years. So a lot of people go after these trips and Sometimes they don't make them. I remember when they were really big on cruises, and the first 3 cruises I went after, I missed them, all 3 of them. But let me tell you what was really great, and it took some maturing and for me to see what happened during all that time. During all of that time that I was going after earning those trips, even when I didn't earn the trip, my business was in such a great place because I had something I was going after. And all of a sudden I'm like, what do you mean I got like 89 customers? Like I had 4, or what do you mean I'm President's Club or I'm Honor Society now, or I'm Rose Circle, whatever it is that is, right? Because it sets you up for the next big incentive. Incentives are great for driving you. And what's crazy is I do believe that where our price points are, not only the products that we have now, but the products that are coming, I believe with consistency and setting a goal of how many new customers you want to acquire a campaign, what you need to sell, what kind of a relationship that you are building um, with your customers, and are you asking them for referrals? What are you doing? I mean, just today, I had to go to the Food Lion, our grocery store, and I had to pick up a few things. It felt so good to be back in the jive of pulling out that brochure for campaign 5 with the lady who was checking me out, my cashier, and I'm getting ready to walk away, right? I got the bags, Lee's got the eggs in his hand, and we get ready to walk out the door, and I stop and I went, oh, I forgot there's something I wanted to give you. And she stopped and she goes, you wanted to give me? And I said, oh yeah. I said, I wanted to share this Avon brochure with you. You aren't going to believe the things we're carrying now. And she went, and I said, well, do you have an Avon representative? She goes, I haven't seen an Avon rep. I cannot believe how many times I hear that in forever. And I said, well, I'm local. So if you like to order online, all my information's on the back. But if you want to order from me directly, I said, just call me. I said, but take a look. I said, and I'm here to serve you. She said, thank you so much. She said, I will take, she didn't say I'm going to call you and order tomorrow. But when I was walking out the door, I started smiling because I shared with you all last time that I felt like I had kind of gotten out of my groove because I got comfortable with the customers I had. So I wasn't practicing that everywhere I go, everyone I see, make sure you're sharing with them. And to get back into that groove and look at my purse and know I had 6 brochures that were ready with my information, a few samples if I needed them. Hi, Alex. I see you. Alex showed up. It felt amazing to go, you know what, girl, you're getting your groove back on right now. I can smell Hawaii. I can smell the air. I can hear the waves. And I think that's what you have to do. I don't think anybody here should think that you cannot acquire this, because you can. I never saw myself in my very first year of Avon selling $10,000 worth of product and acquiring a President's Club sales level. I had never sold anything in my life. I was like running an office and I was like delivering newspapers at night. Okay. I was not that person, but I did. And it's not, I know we use the whole Avon sells itself. No. The brand is out there. We know that people know Avon. We don't have to tell them about Avon. But the truth of the matter is, you are the brand. You are the brand. And you don't have to convince people that what we have is good, because most people have been a part of that. They have, whether it was mom or grandmom or whoever it was, or the sister, or maybe they have somebody who sold before. I don't know what that looks like, but you don't have to tell them who we are. They know who we are. That's half the battle. They know who we are. But to be able to just share that and feel like, okay, girl, you right in there with everybody else. Because look, if you've been in a long time, like me and a few others who are on here, the goals are not easy. See, everybody thinks that when you've been in Avon a long time, all those people are going to go on the trip. All those people are going to go because they've been in Avon so long that they already have the. No, it's not. It's harder for us because our goals are not the same as yours. So if I already sold $20,000 worth of Avon, they want me to sell 8,000 more in the next year. Besides that, okay. So that means they really want me to be Rose Circle instead of Honor Society. But you know what's crazy? My very first year in Avon, I hit President's Club. Every year after that, for the next 8 years, I hit Rose Circle, which then was $36,000 in sales. All because I kept doing the same thing consistently. I always shared the brochures. I always had samples. I talked to everybody I came in contact with. If I went through the bank line, I took that book, put it in that little tube, and hey guys, have a great day. There's some stuff for you. And away I went, and they had it. If I went through the McDonald's line and I was grabbing them Happy Meals for my kids, I was handing them a brochure back. Did I get an order every single time? Of course I didn't get an order every single time. But you know what counted? After those 15 no's that I got, I gathered 1 or 2 yeses, and they are still my customers today. And that is what makes the difference. So if anybody wants to talk about their goals or needs to know, Molly, what do I need? Now you can find all that on avonnow.com, and you can look and you can hit, and there's a tracker on there for you. But if you want to talk more about it and you want to contact me, you can email me at molly7720 at gmail.com, or you can text me. All of y'all should have my number. So this is going to be out to the whole world on YouTube. Molly is not putting her number out there, but you email me and I give you my number, okay? I don't need the whole Avon world calling me because they want me to go over, and they will. They will. Can I say, but Molly, you said on YouTube to call me. No, that was for my team. Did you not see Team Onward? That was for my team. I can't help everybody with their goals. I got enough people to help. Okay, so we have the Hawaii trip. Okay, here's another thing. This is just something that LG, the company that bought us, is bringing us. Starting in the second quarter of this year, all Avon representatives will have access to the LG H&H Family and Friends Reward Program with discounts. So you know LG's known for TVs. They're known for washers and dryers and refrigerators and great electronics and computers and all of this stuff that we will be able to save up to 37% on our products, getting them through the LG Friends and Family Network. So that tells me they ain't going nowhere, right? Because they bringing us in the family when they giving us the discount. So I love that. We also are coming in with the Pharmax, the all vegan skincare line that's launching. And guess what? They acquired the Reach Oral Care products. We are now going to have, which by the way, let me just be clear. I use it every single day. Thank you. It was already sitting here on my desk, and I didn't get it from Avon. It's just what I use. They're going to have the Reach Dental Floss, Listerine brand. Again, here they've acquired this, and now people are going to see this in our catalogs. Now, so you're like, well, this is great. They can get their toothpaste from me, but they got to go to Walgreens to get their dental floss. No, they don't. They just got to add it to their order. So every time we turn around, they're giving us some new products, which is great. Dry shampoo is coming, and there is a little additive to it. There is dry shampoo with a color match coming to Avon. So you know how people go, well, I love dry shampoo, but if you have dark hair, you feel like some of the residue it's on there. Oh no, they always go a step above to bring us a better product, which is great. So they are going to have color matching dry shampoo. The vitamin C line is expanding with a mask and a lip scrub. I have been using a lip scrub from somewhere else because we didn't have a lip scrub. I am so psyched about getting this lip scrub. And I know some people think because of social media that this is only like a young girl's thing. No, it's not. There are more older people who use the lip scrub than anybody else. Abso-freaking-lutely. Yeah, Lee doesn't like sandpaper lip. I don't know why he just hollered that. But anyways, I didn't know it was in our conversation. But it is great. Brenda says dry shampoo. Think about nursing homes. People are in the hospital, things like that. It's going to be some good stuff. But that lip scrub, I got to tell you, I am so excited about that. 100% excited. They're also going to have a bottle cleaner that actually is like an Alka-Seltzer tablet that for people who use bottles like this and they feel like they can't get everything in there, that you fill it with water, you drop the little tablet in there, you let it sit for 2 or 3 hours, and it gets everything. I've never even heard of anything like this, but I'm like, hey, I see enough people run around with their own bottles all the time. I will love sharing. Do you want to make sure that's clean? Do you want to make sure it's free of whatever? You want to make sure that everything about this is clean? This is what you need. Or maybe getting them and offering them as a sample. Yeah, I see Rebecca going, sample to the customer I see and go, wow, you need to try this. I'm telling you, you're going to think you got your water bottle clean. You ain't seen clean yet. Try this. This is great. So they're coming out with that. They're also coming out with a fresh Fiji shoe deodorizer. I said this, I'm going to say it again. I think Lee got his headphones back on. I'm going to take this deodorizer when they're asleep, my sister-in-law and Lee, and I'm spraying all their shoes because they all got stinky shoes. They all got stinky shoes. And they're going to say, I don't know what's happening. Like my feet don't stink anymore. That's right. I took care of that for you, just so you know. But think about the runners in your life, the people who go to the gym, the people who are in their shoes, our blue collar workers who are in their shoes all the time. And you know how it is, wives, girlfriends, hubby. You say, leave those shoes outside. I don't need that stinky stuff in here when we watching TV tonight. Leave that stuff outside. Well, now they can do this. So I'm thinking, they're really thinking of things that we need in everyday life. It's not just about the next perfume.
Hashtag stop the stink.
The next lotion. What'd you say, Andrew?
Hashtag stop the stink.
That's right. Stop the stank. He knows. He knows. He hears me. Stop the stank. That's exactly right. It's like people who don't use deodorant and we freaking sell it. Okay, use deodorant. Everybody need the armpits protected. Okay, I don't know how I got on that, but I'm just saying everybody needs to take care of the stank. That's what it's Andrew's fault. It was Andrew's fault. I'm going to blame him. Okay, we're also going to have the Avon Pure Essential Oils. Yes, now, Avon came out with our 2 oils that were, I got a diffuser for the first time, one for energy, one for sleep, and I really, really like them. But Avon created a beast here, I have to tell you, because we only had the 2. And although I was using them, I started researching more oils. So I went on Amazon. Why? Because we didn't have anything else but those. And I wanted to say, what else can these oils do for me if I'm mixing them, or what can I put in my diffusers here at the house? And I started buying the oils there. And now they're coming out with all these oils. Oh my gosh. And they're for everything. And we're going to have oils that can only go in the diffusers, but they're also coming out with the skin contact oils where they're going to have a roller ball. And they're going to have the one that if you have a headache, if you have a body ache, if you need to sleep, whatever it is. I got the lavender one up in my room right now. So like when Lee's talking to me too much and I want to go to sleep, I'm like, baby, hold on. I need to rub some of this on your forehead. Let me rub some of this on your forehead. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, give it 15 minutes. You're going to go to sleep. It's going to be wonderful. Relax. We don't need to talk. We need to sleep. So they're giving us so much that, let's be honest, in today's world, whether it be COVID or people worrying about their jobs or worrying about their kids or worrying about school, they're depressed. There's no energy. There's so much of a need to feel better. Everybody has struggles. And I'm a true believer that these oils can be a great thing. Now, what's great for us as reps is if you had somebody who bought their oils somewhere else, but they were buying their skincare from you or their makeup from you or whatever that looks like for you, now is the time to say, hey, don't forget to take a look. to take a look at, we have some essential oils, some for on the skin use and some that are for diffusers. Diffusers are a big thing right now. I mean, I have one downstairs at my house and one upstairs in my bedroom. I keep them in my extra bedrooms when people visit in case that's something that they want. It really does sometimes help the mojo in life. Next, we also they're coming out with a pet deodorizer and a shampoo for dogs that is launching in campaign 12. So for all our furry friend lovers who have dogs, they're bringing this out. And again, you have an Avon lover, you got people who think that we're only about X, Y, and Z. Diana.
Just to go backwards a little bit, Rebecca said, my son used the roller balls from Japan for panic attacks. Now we have them. Yes, they work. That was just a light bulb in my head went off, like exploded. It was, I'm trying this. I'm just saying.
That's what happens.
Thank you for sharing that, Rebecca. Thank you so much.
Yes. Yes, I need to take a look at those. Oh my Lord, we're up to 45. Okay, hold on. Okay. So Brenda says, Andrew says one-stop shopping lifestyle. I do love that. Yes, Brenda says, Sharon, talk about how your mood was lifted, energy, even with our cleaning supplies right to your door. Yeah. Oh, Andrew, I love that. We are becoming the Avon Super Center. That is huge. Now look, we got a Target Super Center, but they're much more expensive. And then we have the Walmart Super Centers, but look at us grow. Mary says we have to learn to save some money before conferences and RevFest. Yes, that's exactly right. But my son used the roller balls from Japan for panic attacks. That is huge. Now we have them. Yes, I love that. Okay. And of course, then we're stopping the stank. I get that. We're not going to get back on that. That's bad. Our Belief skincare lines are going to be expanding. Also, Janine Whitver also let us know, I didn't realize how many products we already had that were already vegan products. And so they just recently put that up on the Avon Now site to see how many of them. But this Pharmax, this is huge, guys, because it's already known and it's been acquired by LG. And now it's going to be for the Avon reps. And the people are looking for gluten-free. They're looking for, they're looking at what's in there, preservatives, colors. And we have got this line that we can now satisfy a group of people that we really couldn't compete with because we couldn't tell them we had some of the things they were looking for. And now they're bringing this to us. The Cashmere Essential Lipsticks are launching 20 new shades, 20 new shades of lipstick. Really excited about that. We have a new three-pack perfume that's coming out. The new fragrance trilogy, they're calling it. Wish You Were Here, In My Arms, and then Always Beside You. And each one has a story, the continuation of a story. Some people really get into that. I'm not a huge fragrance person, but I don't have to. All I've got to do is find me some people who are huge fragrance people and show them exactly what we have. And they've already got a video on the avonnow.com site that talks about these stories that go with these perfumes. These are things you all should be sharing in your social media or downloading it and sharing by text with your customers that would gladly like to see this. Stop prejudging your customers thinking they wouldn't be interested in this or they wouldn't be interested in that. Oh, I'm not going to share what the new mascara is doing because I don't really know if she wears mascara. I don't know if she does that. Y'all need to stop. You need to stop. You don't know. You're not with these people all the time. You don't know what they do. Floyd said, I told my customer that we have a new lipstick line coming. Yep, we're adding those 12 colors. It's great. The Mission also has a new serum that's coming out. The Avon Homestar brand is going to keep adding to our products. They're also adding a refrigerator odor eliminator to their line. Haiku.
Yes.
The Haiku collection We have, of course, they're adding a stronger version of original Haiku, Haiku Kyoto Flower, and then a new one that's called Haiku Sacred that will also have the perfume, the body wash, and the body cream. So, and everybody loves that layering. Layering is a huge thing. And then the men, here it comes. I have been waiting for their first really big new scent coming out. They're coming out with the Studio 1886 men's fragrance called Legacy. I love the name in itself, Legacy, because everybody loves to have a legacy, but especially the men in their life. So that's going to be coming out. Now, here's something huge you need to know. Starting in the spring, Avon's new advertising for us is going on streaming TV. Get ready, buckle up. For everybody who didn't know that we were still around, they're going to know. Because, you know, when people do that stream, do you know how they had to watch the commercials? We are so spoiled. Like, I tape everything and I go right through the commercials. That's why regular TV isn't doing as well for a lot of companies, according to the stats, unlike what they were doing 10 years ago. People are flying right by them. But when Lee and I are on, you know, one of our little whether it's Hulu or whatever it is that we're watching, we gotta watch the commercials. I am so looking forward to whatever that looks like, seeing us flash across there. So where does that leave you? Avon is helping the brand out, but are you letting people know that's who you are? So when they see it, they go, oh, you know, I remember that, you know, Margarita was on social media. I saw that she posted something about becoming an Avon rep or was sharing a product with me, or, oh, Mary put that, you know what? I need to see if maybe she's got a brochure or a link to her e-store, something. If you are not already branding yourself in preparation for this, you are missing the boat. I mean, the boat has left if you are not branding yourself with what you do. And quit with the scared. Do what I do. Do it scared and then laugh about it later. I laugh about all the ways that I messed up and all the words I messed up and all the things I didn't say after it's done. But the key is to get it done and to let people know what you represent and what you can get in their hands. Let's see here. Now, there was something else that was announced, and a lot of people are just trying not to talk about it, but I want to talk about it. And hey, how about this? Guys, I finally got this shirt, right? I wore this today too. Some lady told me this was so cool. I wore this today. This is the shirt with the mask and everything. Personally, I went in there and I wanted to go, hi. Felt like I was like, you know, some like high crowd. I was ready. I was ready. I was some ninja. I was going to take it out of here. But one lady said, did you sew that on there? She says, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. And I went, I know, my company thinks of the darndest things. And she goes, well, what company are you with? And I said, for the second, I said, let me share this with you. I said, and it's right here in this book that I'm giving you right now. I said, just let me know. Let me know if this is what you want. And, you know, do I know whether they're going to come out with more of these? I don't know. But, and, you know, look, I'm not out a whole lot. But what's really great is I'm getting back to, look, these are Avon earrings. Now, they were years and years and years and years ago. But I still have people who say, I love your earrings. And I'm like, Avon, and you know what they go? Avon? And I'm like, yeah, like I'm an earring junkie. Thank you very much. And like, I think I have every pair or something. And they're like, and again, I'm ready. Let me show you. Don't be a doubting Thomas. I want to show you. Here is a brochure for you to look at. So I just, you know, I love that. I love that. 110 times I love it. Let me see here. Let's go back here and see. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Beep, beep, beep. Okay, Mama loves like cute. Ones that are my show look great on me. Then they love how it looks, and we pick them one. Samples, share. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing on samples yet. I'm not sure, but like Brenda said, most of the time the sell comes with what they see on you, because I can give them 105 samples and they'll probably pick the first 5 they don't like. But because it looks great on Brenda, they'll be like, I'm gonna get that color because I bet that color look good on me too. So again, what are you wearing? What are you, a lady said to me the day every time you come in here, she says, you always look put together. And I said, well, obviously you probably only see me like once a week because that's not the case. So, but I do try to slap on something to come in. And I said, but it's just so easy with my company. They give me products that just make this easy for me. And again, I didn't say with Avon, you heard me? I said, my company, because see, they've seen something they like, whether it's the shirt, whether it's the earrings, whether it's the hair color. And look, I just used the Chi hair color the other day. So to have somebody say, oh, I love it. My company makes it so easy for me. What's your company? What is that? Again, there's a conversation. Let me share this with you. And there is the brochure. Do you know why they're open to it? Forget what they thought about Avon. They're open to it because they just saw something that attracted them. And now they're going to look at this brochure differently because, well, wait a minute. She 57-year-old. Look at her she looking like she together, but you're telling me she's not together. I need to use some of this stuff she's using. It's not hard, guys. It's not hard. You just got to believe in what it is that you're putting out there. And if you don't believe in it, how in the world, if you're not using it, how in the world are you going to ever turn somebody else onto it? It is the biggest thing in the world. You don't have to love it to the end and back, but if you're using it, if you are talking about it, oh my goodness. Alex, in most cases, you should be probably asking the person. But I will tell you what I do to make it easier. Alex, I think I shared this with you before. Let me grab this. On all my brochures that I have, I don't know if this is in our group or not, but in all the brochures that I put out there, I have a couple of labels. Besides my information label, I have a couple of labels that I put on. The first one that I put on because I want them registered as an e-customer, I want them to go to my site, I want them to attach to me in a way of speaking, is I put this label on that says register as a customer at my e-store and receive a deluxe sample packet in the mail. And then it has, it's going to be really hard for you guys to see. And then of course it has my e-store site on there, right? That is on the front of my book, but there is another one that I put on the back somewhere that says, want to be added to my brochure mailing list? Email, add me to the list with your name and address, and then it has my email on it. And again, this one kind of looks like this. I can put this in the group if you guys want me to put this in Team Onward. I thought I already had. Sometimes the conversations do not lead to that. But the other thing is, a lot of times, it's just simply, if you want to get their name and number, you can. Back in the day, before we had e-stores or everything, I almost felt like you had to. I have the shuffle cards, you all know, so if somebody says, if they're really going on and on, man, I love Avon, I just really, I remember when I used to buy it all the time. I can make sure that that happens for you. Yes, Andrew said you can have a sticky note on there. What about texting? Hey, give me your number. Give me your number and I'll get your address from you and I'll get you on my brochure list. Whether that's you delivering it to them, whether that is using campaign mailer, no matter what that looks like for you, here's what you need to know. Not everybody's going to use a digital business card app like I do. I used to do the sticky notes and I'd have write their name and their number on there or their address. That's when I first started my business. I didn't used to do labels because the e-store wasn't huge midway through my business. Now it is huge. And in today's world of COVID, people don't want all the one-on-one contact. So I'm hoping that they'll go to my store. What I've done, and I've opened it up every which way that they can. I think that when you're having a conversation, figure out what they're comfortable with. Some people don't want to give their number out, and they're not going to. They're going to say no. But you don't know they're going to say no unless you ask. But have a backup. How about, oh, well, on the back, oh, you don't want to give me your number. Okay, well, on the back here, if you want to make sure that you keep getting brochures, if you'll email me what this says, I'll make sure that you get them. Suddenly they'll give you this information, but now they're going to email it to you, right? I guess they want to know you're not a weirdo. I don't know what that looks like, or they may give it to you, but then your job is to communicate with them. So all these ideas are out here in the chat. What would you do? Some people do the same thing that they've always done. There's nothing wrong with that. Every time I learn something new, I go, okay, if this situation comes up, I could do this. And if this situation comes up, I could do this. But are you prepared? Are you prepared? Your text has, I never even thought about that. Rebecca, that's huge. If any of you know about Linktree, Linktree is huge. It's on all my social media that I have, where if they hit Linktree, every link you want them to know about, whether it's, for me, it can be my page, it can be my Facebook, my Instagram, it can be, I always promote highlight products. All they have to do is hit that. And when they hit that, they're going to go right to that product at my e-store. There are so many different ways, but this is what I'm going to encourage you to do. Keep it simple. The moment that you are keeping somebody in a corner with their kids hollering in the grocery store, all they want to do is get away from you. That is a bad salesperson. And they feel like they're being trapped. And then you know what happens? They think every time they see you, even if they delivered an order, they think that's what they're going to encounter from you. You need to stop talking long enough to get the feel of your potential customer and ask them what they would like. Because if they're truly interested in what they've just asked you about, then they're going to give you some form. If people are more comfortable giving me their email, I say, okay, well, when you see an email that says from Molly Stonebeb, that's for me. That's for me. So open it up and I'll have everything in there you need. And whatever you need, you let me know. Every customer is not going to be the same, but your responses don't need to be the same either. So prepare, what could you hear and how would you respond with that, for sure. Brenda, that is really cute. Mini skirt convo, long enough to grab attention, short enough to keep them wanting. My husband would really like that. Just saying, he would really like that definition. But that is absolutely, Rebecca. Let me see here. Rebecca, I should have Rebecca. Rebecca, I can't unmute you. You got to unmute yourself. Why? Okay, Rebecca, talk to me just for a couple of minutes about what you have on your Linktree. Share with the team.
Okay, my Linktree, I'm writing it right now. Hold on. My Linktree says Avon, visit my store, visit my e-store, my sweepstakes, online exclusive special offers, coupons, join my team, and ask to join my VIP customer group.
Huge.
Can you see it?
And that is what it looks like. Do you see that, like, they're all separate boxes, and whatever they're interested in, they click on that box and it takes them to wherever it is that they're looking for. Now, Rebecca, if they want to know more about Linktree, where do they go to get signed up for that?
Linktree, which is just how I spelled it, linktr.com. And it is actually free. I personally pay the little pro thing because, and there's actually a Linktree group on Facebook to help you get through it and everything. And what I like about this too is it used to be through something else, but now it's like its own entity on its own. And what I like about this is I can actually specialize this to certain people that I send it to. Now, if somebody, like if I'm hitting up leads, I'll take a lot of stuff off of there and just put like, join my team and my brochure. Because when I hit a lead, you want them to sign up under you, but hey, my thought is they may not sign up under me, but they may shop with me too. So I'm going for two things if I hit up a lead. So, and that's how I do it. And it's really simple. I mean, it's so easy, and it's, like I said, it's free. There's a free version.
I love
So it's very easy to do.
Rebecca, do me two favors, my friend. If you will put that link, if you will put it in the chat, but then if you will also in Team Onward tonight, if you will put that as a post.
I will.
Onward, so they can go in there and they can at least just go research it. And maybe what we can do, Rebecca, is on one of these trainings, maybe we can do something where you come on here with me and we share a screen. And we
Okay.
can kind of walk them through it if enough people are interested in it.
Yeah, you'll be teaching me how to do that because I don't do that. So you know that fear factor?
I will teach you how to do that. That works. Okay. All right.
But that's okay.
All right. That's good. Okay. So LG has been trying to come up with a couple of different ways to figure out how they could help us get our brand out there. So of course we talked about streaming. They're also taking 4 products that whenever you see the products, you think Avon. There's just no way that you can hear this product and not think Avon. But what's really sad is the sales aren't what they should be for these products. That's sad. That's sad. I feel like as a rep, somewhere maybe I'm failing along with other representatives to let people know that our brand is still out there. But they have, of course, researched and figured out, how do you let people know that we're still out there? Well, you take those products and you put them places where they can find them. So Avon is taking 4 products. They are taking the 16.9 ounce of the original Skin So Soft, the Soft and Sensual Skin So Soft oils, and the Skin So Soft shower gel, and the Skin So Soft, Soft and Sensual shower gel. Those 4 SKUs, and they are putting them in stores, CVS's, Walgreens, places like that, to let people know we are still out there. On the back of every bottle, it's going to say, go to this site to find yourself a local representative. And you know, people think when they look at that, oh, you mean we still have Avon representatives? Are you kidding me? And the prices are going to be higher. Are they going to be astoundingly higher? No, they're not, because then people aren't going to get it. But if they don't do something to let people know that we are still out there, let's be honest, for a lot of people, we could take, I don't know, we could take the Green Goddess and put the Green Goddess out there. There are people who will never know that that's connected to Avon. They could do it, but it would never be connected to us because it hasn't been out long enough.
That's my biggest challenge.
Skin So Soft is huge. It's huge. And that tells them that we are out there. Now, it's very true. You're going to have people, like it or not, who they don't want to deal with a representative. And even now with buying any product, if they don't link up with a representative through their e-store, they don't get any of the sale prices in the catalog. They don't. They have to pay regular price in a catalog if they do not come on board, even just to shop online with a representative. And that is to help protect us. But Avon would be stupid to make people who have had bad experiences with bad representatives shop with the representative, because then we'll give nobody else a chance and lose those sales. They're not in the business to lose sales. We need to take advantage of these 4 products that you could have one of these stores around you. And I suggest that everybody buy 1 or 2 bottles of all 4 of these products. If any of your people like Skin So Soft, they use the original, they use the Soft and Sensual, so that if I see somebody in a store picking up a bottle of Skin So Soft, girl, I am on it, okay? They can go ahead and buy that if they want to, but my brochure is going to be out and I'm going to go, oh, you like Skin So Soft? Oh my God, I'm a local Avon representative. And you know what? If you need this right now, that's cool. Go ahead and buy it. But here's my brochure, and I'm going to be sure to give you a discount if you purchase this through me. You know what? I mean, do you like to save money? And the story is, this is what we do. I am so excited about this because I'm so tired of hearing what that lady said to me at the grocery store line today when she says, Avon, I haven't seen it. I'm embarrassed, guys. I've been in this town for a year. Now, I don't remember seeing this lady before, but seriously, she's a cashier and she says that she hasn't seen an Avon brochure or an Avon lady, and she doesn't know how many years. They don't know if this is going to succeed, but they do know that when something is out there in the sights of somebody, that it could let people know that our brand is still out there. Now, if you don't prepare or figure out how this can help you, it won't help you. It won't help you. Just saying, it won't help you. Oh my God, Mary says, I'm going to get kicked out of CVS. I hear you, girl. Me too. I'll be like, psst, I'll be like the spy guy. I'm not going to be able to yell it. This is an opportunity for us to jump on this. We can either jump on this. And by the way, I don't think CVS is going to be selling out of. I mean, no offense. I hate going into CVS unless I have to. It's just me, but I do. I don't like going in any store unless I have to. That's why I love to online shop. This isn't going to affect us for our customers now because they're customers that should be buying because they're buying from you. You are the brand. You are the brand. They are helping to support your small business. They're helping you feed your kids. They're helping you put food on your table. And they like knowing that they are part of that. But this could very much help you get a new customer. So you need to keep your eyes open and your ears open. And when people talk about, oh, you know, somebody might say, look what I found. It may come across your feed and it's somebody who could be a customer of yours. You need to say, I'm an Avon rep. I can help you with that and help you to a better price also. It's just how it is. So don't let that scare you. I think you have to be just a little bit, you have to take your blinders off and think about branding. And branding is huge. And if they don't get us branded out there, people aren't going to know who we are. Okay, that's it for the products part. There's a couple things that I just wanted to say, and then I'm going to show you what you can, what you'll be entered in for the raffle. Hold on one second. Let me get this here. I think you guys are going to like the raffle stuff tonight. I was pretty excited about it. Hold on. If I was a little bit more educated in what I was doing here, it'd be okay. Okay, here we go. A couple of things, especially if you're newer to the business. There's a number one thing that is very, very important in any business, not just this business. I don't care if you're working at Target, if you're working at McDonald's. I don't care if you're working for a company. I don't care if you're working for a modeling agency. It doesn't matter what it is. Number one thing in any business is you have to educate yourself. You must educate yourself. Now, here's the deal. How you educate yourself, that's your choice. You can jump on these calls with me. There's education coming just from, not from me, but for every rep who does their business differently. Some of them do it a lot differently than I do. Some of them do them mildly different than me. But this will educate you about how to handle if you want new team members, if you want more customers. And by the way, at the beginning of all of this, it's all about the customers, because you're going to have a hard time getting people who want to come on board and join your team. If they go, oh, really? Well, how much are you selling? How many customers do you have? And you go, one. Oh, okay. One. How long have you been doing it? 6 months. Oh, well, it doesn't sound like it's working too good for you. Everybody needs something to show somebody. And for me, I don't, for the first 6 or 7 months of my business, I never even thought about getting anybody to join my team. I didn't care about that. I just didn't. I wanted customers. The money is where the customers are at. And I thought if I could put brochures in as many hands as I can, and I can talk to everybody that I come in contact with, and if they don't have an Avon rep, I can be their girl. And that's what I did. And that's what my goals were based on. I did not want anything else. Marianne had to drag me over the leadership line. That's funny now for all of you who know me, but she dragged me kicking and screaming because I was scared to death that every customer would want to be a rep and then I'd lose their sales, right? Again, I was looking like this. I had my blinders on, and all I could think of then was what would happen. But in the beginning, in the very beginning, until you see what you can do with this, it very much is all about you. Now it's about education, not just education of product, but education of how you're going to present that product, education of what those products do. How about this? Education of what you really love with Avon. What products do you use? Because it's really hard to share something that, one, you know nothing about, or you have no passion about, or that's not getting the job done that you want done. We have Avon University, who they're in the midst right now of giving it a massive overhaul, but there is everything in there. I just started the View from the Top books and all your YouTubes from way back. Mary, that's huge. Some of it isn't relevant, but a lot of it still is. It is, because it's still business. So yeah, thank you for that. Are you following my YouTubes? Are you watching them? Doesn't matter which one. Are you going back on old team calls? Some of that stuff, we may not have those products, but you know what you can't, what is golden? All of us getting together and sharing the way we do, and you're going to go, oh, I know somebody like that. Oh, I could do that. That's huge. So how you decide to educate yourself, whether you're getting on the Avon Facebook leadership and development, whatever that is that they have now, are you getting on there? Are you learning with Janine Whitfer and the rest about the products? I love the Esonox. I am like such a massive lover of that line that they bought out for skincare. And I thought that what I was using before was great, right? But it is really, really good. Love you, girlfriend. Take care of you. Stay in contact. The other thing is practice makes perfect. Okay. Number 2 of 3 things. Practice makes perfect. Don't stop because you don't get it right. Don't stop because you didn't get the customer you wanted. If you are not consistent and you are only working this business when you feel like it, I got news for you. It's not going to grow very fast. It's not going, you might catch a customer here and there, but if you really want Hawaii, if you really want to say to yourself, Molly, every month I need an extra $300 to $500 a month. That's what I need in my pocket. Or Molly, I need an extra $200. You need to know what that looks like for you. That's what you need to know. And when something doesn't work, you don't quit. When your kid who you wanted to walk and you kept picking him up and he kept falling on his butt, did you say, okay, baby, you ain't got to walk. Don't worry about it. Just sit there. When you're 16, keep crawling, darling. Keep crawling. It's okay. No, you didn't. You got him back up. You put him on his feet and you waited for him to take that next step. And when you wanted to ride that bike, when you wanted to know that you could get by that test, what is it that you did? You were consistent with it. Consistent, which means do it all the time, especially when you don't feel like it. Because when you build a business, it's not about what you feel. It's about what are your goals and how are you going to get there. Rather that's social media, which I could never talk about before, or rather I just saw Kim Edwards. Hey, Kim Edwards, I don't know why I didn't see your name, my friend. I got to mark you for being here. And I got to mark Alex, although I said hello to her, but I got to mark her. Okay, I'm sorry. I was having a little moment there. You have to be consistent. So you got to educate yourself, whatever that looks like for you. You have to be consistent. And this is the big thing. What you've decided to do right here with Avon, it's not just about you. I have this saying, it's not all about you, Cupcake. People laugh every time I'm on stage, every time I say it. They're like, oh my God, yeah, that's Molly. She's saying a cupcake thing. But the truth of the matter is, I had to learn that. This business, if you think this business is all about you, you're wrong. This is a relationship business. You are a servant to the Avon community, to your customers. If you are good at what you do, they're never going to go anywhere else. The one thing that I can tell you that I feel like I have always done, no matter what my job was, I have always made myself invaluable. Whether I was working running an office, my first waitressing job, I shared that story with you all some time ago about knowing I had no experience at all and telling that lady, please give me this many weeks. And if you feel like I'm not catching on, if I'm not giving 100%, I will walk away if you don't want me. But please let me show you. Please let me show you what I can do because I need this money. I need this. And I always made sure that if they wanted to get rid of somebody, it wasn't going to be me because they needed me because I was invaluable to them. Now, that doesn't mean you can't be replaced. Don't go over the line, okay? Don't go over the line. But what I have found in this business is when a customer loves you, they love you for life. They love how you treat them. They love the extra things you do for them. They love that you listen to them when nobody else will. And you know what else they do? They tell other people about the type of person you are and the type of representative you are. And they share you, your heart, your love of the product, your love of people, the love of everything out there, that when everything is bad, you are there with a smile to say, I want you to know it may not all be going your way, but it's going to be okay. Some way or another, you're going to get through this. I have had to live my life like that. And sometimes I wondered if I even believed it myself. But I'm here to tell you with all my struggles, I'm still here. Not just personally, Avon struggles, 17 years of, oh Lord, what are they bringing us now? Okay? And trying to figure out how to make that work. It can work for you. I am no one special. You all look at me and you make me feel like a goddess in Avon because you're like, oh my God, Melanie, you're the best. And I look at Lee and I'm like, yeah, like I believe all that, right? I never let it go to my head because the deal is I started just like you, knowing nothing, thinking, oh, my family and friends are going to buy from me, and none of them people bought from me. I had to go find people I didn't even know to buy from me because nobody was supporting me and my family or business. But I did it because I was consistent and I educated myself and I made myself invaluable. And I figured out with Avon what I fell in love with. And I made that matter to people that I came in contact with. Man, that's not a gift. That's being real. That's being real. So figure it out. Look, we got so many daggone products out there and so much stuff that's coming. But I want to say this to everybody, but you're the ones who showed up. I haven't been so excited about our team in 4 years. I have been doing everything for a survival to say, I've got to figure out who are the consistent winners here and who's going to stay with us and who's going to go through these tough times. And I feel like we're coming to the end of tough times. And I feel like we are getting ready to bloom. And let me say this. You're going to see a lot of people going to other companies. Let me tell you what they haven't figured out yet. It's not which company that you go to. It's what you do with the company you're with. Think about that. That'll change it. People go to, we have what we call jumpers, and they jump all day long. 6 months stay at Avon, 6 months stay at Mary Kay, 6 months stay at, you've heard a lot about the beauty shop lady. Oh, we're going to go here. And you're following some of these people, and you're like, what's wrong with them? Why are they leaving? I don't know. What, did they get bored? I don't know. But what I'm telling you is no matter where they go, they're going to get bored again. It is not the company that you're with. It's what you do with the company you're with, okay? Okay? And I never stop anybody from going because, look, if what we do here isn't for you, I want you where you are going to grow and be the best you can possibly be. And that may not be with me. I hope it is. But it may not be. But keep your eyes on your own grass. And why don't you see how green you can get that grass instead of worrying about that turf over there that somebody just laid down and planted? And why don't you see? Why don't you see what that looked like? Okay? That's what I'm going to tell you. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep going. Give what you're doing a chance. Give yourself a chance and believe in you and your journey. Because I'm going to tell you, on a Monday, I'm sure if I check it, let me see if I can't help it. I'm gonna check it and see if it's changed again. Hold on, because it keeps changing. But 31,000. I'm losing my mind here. I don't know whether I'm coming or going. I can't believe it. I'm like, I got to go into this. And then I'm gonna let you go after I show you what you're gonna raffle for. Hold on. We're gonna see if these numbers have changed. Dun, 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 dun. Come on, bring it up here. Don't be slow. Come on, Avon Now. Bring it on. Doot, doot. Let me bring these up here so I can show you. Okay. We're at 33.8. We're at 33,000. In an hour and 15 minutes, we are at $33,800. And we got 24 hours to go. And we got so many people who wait till the last day, and there ain't nothing like that, okay? Ain't nothing like that. Again, just proud of you because you're still here. And Kim Edwards, you're one of our top sellers ever in this company. I cannot continue to tell you how proud I am of you. You came into this thing like banshees, girl. You came into this thing, you knew what you wanted, and you have made it happen. So very proud of you. Jillian's been through surgeries herself. Here she is, still showing up. Alex had COVID, her family had COVID. Everybody, she thought she was going to lose her mind. I'm sorry, she's still showing up and getting her business done. That's all I can tell you. So I don't want to hear it. Andrew's significant other been having surgeries. Adriana got more kids than I would know what to do with. She's still getting it done. Linda, we all know what Linda does. Linda's like, I don't know if I'm going to make PC. I don't know if that's going to happen. Yeah, here she come again. She make PC. Mary came in here very much doubting herself, not knowing what she could do. And now she's one of the most active ever. Amy was pissed off she couldn't do events because of COVID. But let's be honest, Amy still rocked it. She still got it done. She had a few setbacks, but she has never given up. So for you who are newer, who are on here, everybody has their struggles. Everybody has these ideas that they want to back burner it. Don't. Be consistent. And next year at this time, let's see where you're really at. Yes, Adriana.
For the record, I only have 4 kids. Not
Okay,
a
you have more
bajillion.
kids than I know what to do with it. When I saw what was happening the other day when we were talking, I said, God bless that girl. God, please help her. Okay, Jesus.
So during this entire thing, I have stamped and labeled every single book I have.
Never a dog.
And I had to contain him because he kept trying to get my books.
I love him too. Look at him. He looks like he probably grew out of all those outfits. Oh my Lord.
No, he still fits into your outfits. It's every other outfit
that makes me feel better. It's good. All right, let me show you what we got. We don't have enough branded products out there. We don't. And I'm always on Avon about this. I hope they're going to do it. But how about these? Oh, can you see them? How about these Avon cups? Oh, shoot. Let me move this. Hold on. How about these Avon cups? I love Avon. We have Avon cups. You talk about having something that has the Avon name on it and you like take it in your car with you, whatever that looked like. Well, I found, y'all know I moved, so don't judge me. I'm still finding stuff. I found 4 of these bad boys. And I also found this Avon. It says, I Heart Avon water bottle that I must have earned somehow. I don't know how, but I've got this. So this is going to be part of the raffle. And then here's the honka-donka-donka, and all you had to do was show up here tonight, right? Look at this Avon coffee cup that you got here. Look at this. It's got the nice like lid on it, and you can close it so you don't spill it all over yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know where I earned this either, but I earned it, and I have so many of everything that I couldn't use it all, so I figured let's make sure the team gets it. So if your name is on here tonight, you have one piece of homework. This is what you're going to do. You're going to email me at molly7720@gmail.com. Let's say it again, molly7720, that's MOLLY 7720@gmail.com. And in the regarding, you're just going to put in capital letters, I showed up tonight. That's what you're going to say. That's your homework. If you want to be entered for the raffle for these, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 of these to raffle off. So if you're interested in receiving any of these to help you brand yourself, you're going to send me an email, and in the regarding, it's going to say, I showed up tonight. That's all you got to do. You do that, you're going to be entered. I'm going to draw for them. And I think in every cup, you deserve a few samples inside that cup. So we put some samples inside the cup and get them to you so you can make sure that everybody knows what you're all about. Okay? Everybody happy with that? Everybody can use a little bit of branding. Don't all look happy together. I would like to put a $100 bill in there, but that number's got to be 70,000. Okay, 70,000, not 30,000 for that to happen. Thank you. But we will work on that as we grow. I love you guys. In 2 weeks, we'll be talking about coming products. I'll have the other what's new by then, hopefully. And keep up what you're doing, because I would love to tell you I'm responsible for all this, but none of this happens without you. You are the reason this happens. We are $1 million team with Avon. $1 million you all have progressed. Oh, I just can't believe it. In the middle of a COVID year, we still did $1 million. Just doesn't get any better than that, because you all are out there showing up every single day. Okay? So I will see you in 2 weeks, which will be the 15th. I will send invite outs as I always do. And don't forget to let me know that you showed up. I love you guys. Take care. Talk to you in 2 weeks.